A moment ago, fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check, crouch, crouch, crouch. Joker, 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 joker.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Love. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Broncos send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Switch it, switch it.
Now Leonard Fournette. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Push him back.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That'll be caught by Rice. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off play action. Love. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. And that'll make it third down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
58 to Mike. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
From the gun, Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Check, check. Fresno. Switch.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 22. No gain on this.
Operating from the gun. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
No. He's crashing. He's checking.
Off the play fake. Love under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
I'm here all day. Slam.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. Escaping the punt. And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
At the 6-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Open man here is Scott, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Check 4, check 4.
On second down, here's Fournette. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Check safety, check. Switch.
Looking to throw. Daniels buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Daniels. That is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on.
He's got daylight. 30, 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Tevin Coleman, 61 yards, and the Broncos have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn up. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On 1st and 10, Love. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Check 4, check 4.
2nd and 6. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now this time he'll look to throw. Going up top. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Lockett. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Set, ready. Hey, Reed. 46 to Mike. And we got to get to the ball, team. Let's keep moving. Yeah, cross the shit. Hey, motion.
On 1st down, Daniels. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They begin with a run by Fournette. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack? A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. From the gun, Daniels looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for KC. 54 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On first down, Berger. And down inside the 15 he goes. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Back to the air on second down. Daniels. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. That's taken on the 25. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's a 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
typically we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
26-yard line.
Here we go. Pittsburgh.
To throw on second down, Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Chiefs, 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
At their own 35-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I got it. Check.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They will run again with Coleman. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
46, boy, 46. 46 to Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it again with Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Check 99. 36. Big air. Check. Lucky. Watch the twist.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Seven yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, Berger, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing on 1st down, Daniels. He'll set up the screen to Fournette, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
46 to Mike.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tevin Coleman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Daniels. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back to throw. Love. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tevin Coleman with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Broncos, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.